What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So I know it's been a minute since I made a video. That's going to change here pretty quickly. My fiance just picked up a 22 wide body Scat Pack charger. I'm going to be doing tons of videos on that, exhaust installs, just tons of stuff. Everything that I did to my 21, we're going to be doing on her car, and some things that I was not able to catch on film on my 21. I'm definitely going to catch on film on her car. For example, the exhaust install. When I installed the exhaust on mine, I did not record it because it was kind of before I decided to start doing YouTube. So hopefully everything that I was not able to catch on video on my 21, I'm going to try to catch on hers. I do have a couple of things coming for this car. One will be here tomorrow, so I'm going to make another video on what that is. But I made this video because today marks 1 year to the day that I picked up my my 21 Scat Pack. Awesome, 6,600, perfect, awesome miles. And I figured I would just sort of go over a 1 year review of the car, how I like it, and the things that I installed the minute I pulled in the driveway from the dealership, and how those parts are holding up. So let's get into it. All right, guys. So just to talk about the car, my impressions on it after 1 year real quick. It's been an awesome car. Definitely not over it yet. I hardly drive it. I only drove it once last week. It's just too nice to drive. So clean and shiny. Just love it sitting in the garage. Alright guys, so it's been a year since I've owned it. I'll talk a little bit about how I'm enjoying it, if I'm still enjoying it, and whatnot. In a nutshell, I love the car. Not over it yet, not bored with it. Everywhere I go, it speaks to people, this car. And, between the color, the Go Mango and the stripes and just the aesthetics of it, it's such a cool car to drive. And although I don't drive it much, I only drove it once this week. That is personal preference. I enjoy this car sitting in the garage more than driving it most of the time, and I'll tell you why. Because every time I drive this car, something happens. A rock chip, something in the road, and it aggravates the out of me. So I just let it sit in the garage. It's clean all the time. It's out of the sun. And once in a while I'll get frisky and decide to drive it, but that is extremely rare. Like I said, I know that is extremely weird, and I'm sure I know for a fact that there are people, I know people personally that do the same thing with theirs that I do with mine, hardly drive it. Again, I enjoy this thing sitting here as much as I enjoy driving it, because when it's sitting here in the garage, it's clean, not getting chipped up, not getting damaged, nothing like that. So I'm perfectly happy with it sitting here, and I'll just take it out once a week, twice a week, go to a car show, cars and coffee, things of that nature. But all right, so enough of that. 6,600 miles I've got on it in a year. I live in New York, so obviously I'm only driving it, I don't know, 5 months out of the year anyway. But I love the car. Power, just that low end torque does not get old. The only thing that got old is the top end. And it's not really, oh my God, I gotta go sell it by a Hellcat because I'm bored of it. No, not at all. The low end torque on this car is just super fun. The exhaust note, I got the AFE exhaust. It's so mean. There's just no other feeling like it. You're driving through the city or whatever. You just hit it. Whap! Oh, it's awesome. The exhaust note driving through town is more exciting than the lack of high end power. So I'm not really too concerned about the lack of high end or top end power. Very few times do I go over 100, so it doesn't bother me. But if there was one thing that I am bored of, it is the top end power. And I know there are tons of things I can do to change that. Not looking to right now. I honestly wanted to buy a Hellcat, and I ordered this car, custom ordered it exactly the way I wanted it. I think it was going to be my last one, and it just still might be. I really wanted to get a Hellcat since supposedly it's the last one, you know, in a year and a half from now. But you know what? I don't know if I'm going to now. I think I'm just going to keep this car, and when the warranty's up, I'll send it down and have it built. Like I said, the low end power is perfect. As far as everything else is concerned with the car, everything else I'm not even bored of yet with it. It's such a riot. It's a comfortable car. It's got, the technology is older, but it's still up to date. I mean, I got my Bluetooth, you know, Uconnect, blah, blah, blah. The only thing I wish it did have was Uconnect 5 for the wireless Android Auto, which the 22s still don't have. But again, not a huge deal. I'll plug the phone in. But yeah, it's just been a fun car. I've done everything I wanted to the car in the first couple of months I owned it. So I haven't really been doing a whole lot after that because I was just went balls deep when I first bought it. So I wish I could do more mods to it, but I've pretty much done everything I want to do to the car. I do have a couple more things coming for it though, like I said earlier. So watch out for those videos. Now I'm going to talk about the parts I installed when I literally pulled in the driveway from the dealership. Dealership's like 5 miles from my house. The car had like 8 miles on it when I pulled in when I pulled into the driveway and started doing these mods. So the first mod I did was the JLT intake. I'll show you that. Yeah, there it is. That was the very first mod I did on this car. And of course the second mod I did while the bumper was off doing the intake was the dynamic side markers. But let's talk about the intake. Intake's been great still. Not much really goes wrong with them. Still super happy with it. Intake temps are low, between 2 and 3 degrees above ambient temp, which is excellent. And of course the side markers, if you did watch my video on the install of these, I did have an issue with them. Actually, right out of the box, they sent me new ones, put the new ones in, and they've been fine ever since. So those were the 2 very first mods I did, and they are still holding up great. Of course, the Lux taillight tint, I did that as soon as I pulled in the driveway as well. That's holding up just fine as well. And another mod that I did, of course, this was when the car had about 300 miles on it, was I bought the HC2 Hellcat wheels from Factory Reproductions and some nice 305s. I do have a video on these. 6,300 miles on these tires, and so far so good. They still grip awesome. Again, I have a video on this, so I'm not going to go into a ton of detail. Excellent tire for the Scat Packs. Grips great. Still have plenty of tread. There we go. Still have plenty of tread left. All right, 6,600 miles. I'm expecting to get 20,000 miles out of these. And if I do, I will be super happy. These do tend to last a little longer than most high-performance tires, so that is another reason why I went with them. So as you can tell, 6,600 miles, I know it's not a lot, but for a summer tire that hardly lost any tread depth is excellent. And I did do a couple smoky burnouts. So I did lose some rubber there. Of course, the fronts are 275s. These things are like brand new.
the fronts just don't wear out. Yeah, actually, it looks kind of low there, but they're not. I mean, if I take my tread depth gauge, I guarantee it's probably 1 or 2 30 seconds less than what they are new. So again, for a high performance summer tire, we're doing really good on the tread wear. All right, guys. So those are pretty much the first few mods that I did to the car. More importantly, the mods. Well, as far as the tires are concerned, that's more of a wear item, and they are holding up good, great. Actually, all these mods that I've done to the car are holding up awesome. Most of them, like I said, are just cosmetics that will hold up anyway. But so far, 1 year, I have no complaints. Again, I don't drive the car, so don't really expect anything to break just yet. But it's been a great car. Love driving it. Super comfortable. And again, I do have a video on all the mods that I've done so far on the car. So if you want to take a look at that, you know, I'm not going to go into detail about every mod that I did. These were just the first couple of mods that I did when I literally pulled in the driveway from the dealer. So, oh, I forgot about the ZL1 add-ons, rock guards too. I did those. Those obviously are holding up just fine as well. If I could recommend a very first mod for anybody who owns these cars, Chargers, Challengers, get the ZL1 add-ons, rock guards. I'll even drop the link down below in the descriptions, because it's a lifesaver. I don't have one single rock chip down the side of my car. They save your paint. Trust me, get them. We'll take a look at them. Here they are. Guys, seriously, if there's one thing that you're going to do first, actually, I would even do this. It's got to be tint. Tint's got to be number 1. I'm sorry. This is definitely number 2. All right. But yes, make this a mod that you will do first, because trust me when I tell you, they make a hell of a difference. So definitely do yourself a favor and your car. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I just want to make a quick video about, you know, my 1 year with the car. And tomorrow I'm going to try and drop another video. I ordered something. I'm excited for it. Yeah, I'm going to, hopefully it comes tomorrow. It's supposed to, but it's FedEx. I hate FedEx. They suck. People say USPS sucks. FedEx sucks. But hopefully it comes tomorrow. If not, Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm going to be making a video on this. And so yeah, be on the lookout for that. And also, we got our 22 wide body coming in. It's already at the dealer. We're just waiting on some paperwork to finalize, and we're going to be checking that out. We're going to actually do a little comparison between the 21 and the 22, because there's one thing I know for sure that is different on my 21 than on the 22s. So be on the lookout for those videos. And yeah, hopefully more content for you guys coming here pretty soon. Until then, we'll catch you on the next one.